everyone, welcome back to Sparrow's End. I decided to pick the camera up and I've realised that you're actually quite wobbly, aren't you? So excuse me while I just... That's not really worked, has it? Anyway, hello and welcome back to Sparrow's End. I have got the day to myself today and pretty much got a day to myself working from home every week from now on, unless anything significantly changes with the work from home rules and things like that. My other half basically works from home as well, which has been interesting. Together 24/7. We don't have kids, so there's that, which helped, but it's still been an experience. And yeah, basically he goes into the office once a week and I have this day to myself where, I don't know, I just feel a little bit less self-conscious about picking up the camera and recording and things like that, and just feel slightly freer. I can do things in a kind of more ad hoc way. I decided I'd quite like to get back into filming again. I've got some ideas about some things that I would really enjoy filming, I think, and sharing with people, so I just thought, oh, I'll just pick up the camera and just kind of make a start and go for it. So it's a Wednesday today and I'm sat here. I've been scratching my neck, as you can see, don't know why, had an itch, scratched it, and I'm really hot actually. I haven't even got kind of showered and dressed and sorted. I just made a sudden decision to start recording. And I'm really hot in this jumper, which I popped on because yesterday it was quite cool, and it was cool in the evening, and then the sun has come out this morning, so I kind of, yeah, chucked this on expecting it to be cold, and it's not. I thought we could have a little bit of a catch-up vlog today. I've got bits and pieces that I'm doing. Some of them are connected to online income streams. We might be able to pop out into the garden if the weather stays the way it is at the moment, which is blue skies and sunshine, and just remind ourselves of each other and try and get back into the groove again. And hopefully next week I will film something a little bit more planned, maybe a little bit more sensible. I don't know, we will see. So first thing I'm going to do this morning is I fired up my computer. Actually, I've got a stream of income that has just started producing. I've been looking at Amazon KDP and publishing low content books, and so far I absolutely love it. I put 3 notebooks on there a little bit earlier in the year and kind of just taught myself how to do it, and didn't think anything of it. No emails came through telling me that I'd made any sales or anything. And then when I logged back onto my account, I could see, no, I got an email about a payment, that's it, an email about a payout, like nothing significant. I think it was about £6. And I went onto my account and realised, unless I've got it set up incorrectly, that they don't actually email you when something sells. You kind of have to go on and check. And I checked, and yeah, I'd sold 3 notebooks and made £6, which is not a lot of money, but it made me kind of realise, oh my god, this actually works and you really enjoyed doing it. Let's get cracked on with this and see if we can get, you know, get it up to £100 a month or something like that. So yesterday I sat and created some more notebooks, and I'm going to do the same thing today. I've got a target of getting to 25 notebooks by the end of this week, and I'm on track so far. I've also got a target to get so I have an eBay shop where I sell pre-loved items. For the most part it's vintage and modern, sometimes antique. Basically it's jewellery and small things. I've got some vintage postcards that I've got to put on. I sell things that don't take up a lot of room, and I have a target to get that shop to 1,000 listings, because I used to sell a mixture of clothing and bric-a-brac and all sorts of bits and pieces, but I found that I didn't enjoy any aspects of selling them really, and they took up a lot of room. So I've kind of phased out that stuff and started selling the jewellery. But what I've realised is, A, I think I'm pricing it all wrong, and B, it's just not selling as quickly as the clothing did. So in order to sort of maintain the same turnover and profits, I need my shop to be a fraction bigger than it was. I think I was on about anything from 700 to 800 listings, and I think if I pull that up to 1,000 listings, that's going to yeah, give me the same amount of money that I had before. So that's a bit of a target, have that ready for Q4 of this year. So yeah, that's my business chat done. I think I have got, I think, another couple of streams of income, but one of them is just not going well at all. The other one is okay, but we'll talk about those in another video. I'm gonna go and get showered and dressed, and then I'll meet you back here and show you some of the things that I want to get done today. Right, I'm showered and dressed, and I'm going to head outside because I have got a load of chili and pepper plants that I basically want to harvest all the fruit from. And that's because I've noticed that the nights are getting a lot colder now, and I'm a little bit worried about the plants that have still got fruit on them, fruit that needs heat and sunshine, and I just don't want anything to happen to them. I don't want them to get hit by a frost, or I don't want them unhappy in any way. So I'm gonna harvest everything that's on there. I might even bring 2 or 3 plants indoors. But basically, once I've got this harvest, anything else that grows and survives is a bonus. And eventually, once the frost comes, I will remove the plants and put them on my compost heap. So let's pop outside and see what we've got out there. Right, I've got my trusty Kilner jar to collect them in, pair of scissors to cut them with. Oh, I just realised there's a pair of scissors out here already. They've been rained on. Let me show you what we have got. Now, it's a bit windy, so you might not be able to hear me very well, but these are what's left of the chili and pepper plants. You can see that I've got some peppers on here that are all ready to be picked, and a few more along here. You can see the plants are suffering, they haven't been fed, they haven't been looked after since the kind of mid to end of the summer when they started producing. You can see there's some lovely chilies up there. So I mean, these bell peppers, they're not going to get any bigger now, and also I realised that I wasn't growing the bell peppers in tubs that were big enough. So these sort of sized tubs have been absolutely fine for the chilies, but less so for these peppers. These should have produced a lot better than they did. I'm still quite happy, you know, they did okay. So yeah, let's get on and harvest them. Now, I don't have a tripod, so I can't actually show you me doing that, but I will show you the results. Honestly, can you believe it's the end of September, very close to being the 1st of October, and I've still got all of these courgettes growing. I picked this one because there are actually 4 on the plant, and if I pick the biggest one, that's going to put more energy into these 3. I doubt if that one's going to have time to come to anything, so I might take that off at some point this week. But yeah, bonus harvest. Right, we have here what could possibly be my last harvest, like my last harvest of more than one thing. I've obviously got a few more courgettes to collect. There's a few tomatoes that might survive a little bit longer out there, but I think, oh, and I have got some kale actually, but pretty much everything else is finished. This is a pot that I'm collecting a load of marigold seeds in, so I've just added a few more to that as and when the flowers are drying up. Got to be a bit careful at the moment because some of them are going mouldy on the flower because of all the rain that we've had in the last 2 or 3 days. You've seen these tomatoes, they are, I mean, look, you could eat them as they are, but I will probably leave those on the windowsill for a few days just to get them really, really ripe. Got that courgette there that you saw me, or that I showed you earlier, and then I've got this assortment of chilies and peppers. So we have got Apache chilies here, which I will be growing again next year because they were wildly prolific. Now, I know it doesn't look like it because I'm just showing you one, but the plant is coming to an end. It was grown outdoors. They were all grown outdoors. I don't have a greenhouse. So this was really prolific throughout the summer. It was the first of all of them really to start producing and for them to ripen. Now, I've picked these obviously before they've turned red. These ones have gone yellow as they're meant to. But I just want them in and out of the colder weather. So this I would grow again. Apache chilies, they were fantastic. These I'm definitely growing again. Not very prolific and definitely would do better in a warmer climate and under cover. These are called, I think it's Habanero Burkina Yellow, I think that's what they're called. They are a hot chili, but the flavour of them is extraordinary. I mean, it's so good, it's so amazing. When you cut into them, the smell from them, the flavour, oh God, they're gorgeous. So I think next year I will get more than one plant. They were really just an experiment. These were 2 plants that I picked up from Asda, actually. I picked up from the supermarket, and they have been fantastic. These ones I grew from seed. These are Cascabel chilies. They have grown really well, so I like them in that respect. They have been reasonably prolific. Now, considering actually the type of summer we've had, which has been fairly non-existent until September, I would imagine that these would be even more prolific if we had a really sunny summer. Yeah, they're called Cascabel, I think because when they dry, they kind of make a noise, they don't make a noise like a bell, but you know what I mean, like there's a little something in them that rattles around, or the noise that the seeds make, or something like that. I would consider growing those again. I think I've still got some seeds left, so I probably will. They were my 3rd favourites, I would say. And then I've got in here unlabelled stuff. Now, I had huge problems, like a lot of people did with slugs. They were just decimating all of my seedlings, and I ended up with things in pots, unlabelled. I was moving things around the garden, just trying to escape the slugs, trying to deal with them. And so I have here some unmarked chilies. I think possibly some of them could be cayenne. I'm basically going to have to test them. I will just nip the top off each one and test to see if they are hot or not. So there could be some cayenne in here. And then some of these bigger ones I think are like a sort of a banana sweet pepper. Not sweet, but like just a non-spicy pepper, basically. I think a lot of these larger ones are. So they can just be pan fried and had in dinners. I like pan frying peppers like this and having them on toast for my lunch. They've done well, considering it really hasn't been the weather for the peppers to get big enough to ripen and everything. But they've done okay. I've had more than this. I've probably had maybe 2 to 3 times this amount, which again isn't great, but considering the climate, the temperatures and things this year, I'm quite happy with. These, I believe, are all, not these ones, I can't remember what they are, some cherry tomatoes. These are just the tiny little ones that are left on the plant. These are all Moneymaker tomatoes, and I grew them because I thought they'd be great for outside, prolific, easy. But I just don't like them. They don't taste of anything much, really. I mean, they aren't a massive... They are better than supermarket tomatoes, but not massively so, which is what I would expect from a homegrown tomato. And yeah, I mean, tomatoes have been tough this year. I'm lucky that I've been able to harvest mine because so many people got blight, but mine have been okay. I've been trimming off any leaves that look like they have signs of blight. I was checking them 2 or 3 times a day at one stage, and I have managed to get a small harvest of tomatoes. The ones that I am going to grow again, I don't have any left to show you, is a beefsteak tomato called Marmande. I will definitely grow that again, but not the Moneymakers. Well, that was a lot of garden chat. It was a lot of chilli and tomato chat. On that note, I think this channel is going to be a mixture of all different things, and I think the thing that's going to loosely connect them is it's going to be about working from home. So I will talk about my different streams of income that allow me to work from home, and I'll also talk about my garden, my house, which actually I'm going to start decorating soonish, because we are planning to move next year at some point. And so yeah, I think we'll just be looking at a mixture of some vlog style things. I'll throw in the odd garden tour, maybe some foodie stuff from the harvests I get. And I don't know, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. It's not going to be one of those channels that takes off in the YouTube algorithm. I realise that, because it's going to be kind of all over the place. I've got some money stuff that I want to talk about. Just all kinds of bits and pieces that I think are just the things that I will enjoy making videos about. So I'm kind of going to have to ignore the thought of like trying to grow the channel, I think, or grow it sort of quickly, make any money from it, all of that kind of thing, and just focus on creating videos that I enjoy. And then what I might do is, after about 6 months, is kind of sit down and have a think about what things are working and what things I really enjoy filming stuff about, and kind of take it from there. So yeah, there is going to be gardening chat, but there's going to be other kinds of stuff as well on here. Right, so I still haven't sorted my hair out. I'm tempted to put some makeup on today because I am really struggling with my sleep. I have done during the whole of the pandemic actually, and I mean, yeah, last night I barely got any in the dark circles under my eyes. I need to sort my hair out. I just thought a bit of makeup might perk myself up slightly. So yeah, might do that. But more importantly, I'm going to get on with sorting out those notebooks on my Kindle Direct Publishing account. I might show you a little bit of that later. My battery is very low, so I am gonna have to plug my phone in, get charged up, and yeah, hopefully I'll show you a little bit of that. Maybe we'll have a cup of tea and a chat about a few other things, and then I'll wrap this up, because really what I want to do in this video is to just get into some sort of rhythm of filming and editing. And also I have no idea if like all the back end stuff on YouTube, if that's changed since I last did it. I used to have a channel that was all about my eBay reselling business, and yeah, I'd kind of got into a routine and rhythm of how to fill out all the stuff, and yeah, that all might have changed. So some KDP stuff, a quick chat, then the end, and then I need to figure out how to upload everything. I thought I'd share my lunch with you. So I've got some smoked mackerel, pan-fried smoked mackerel on a load of vegetables, and they are the vegetables that I picked earlier in the video. There's the tomatoes, courgette and peppers, and I've just cooked them up with some salt, pepper and garlic. One of the things that's happened over lockdown is my cholesterol has actually gone up, so I'm just making a few little adjustments to the food that I'm eating just to try and get that sorted and back on track again. I eat loads of veg anyway. That's never really been a problem in my diet because I just absolutely love it. But oily fish is very good. It gives you the good cholesterol that helps with the bad cholesterol. That's me simplifying something that I read in the leaflet that I was given by the nurse at my doctor's surgery. So I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more of that. So this will be my second bit of oily fish in the last week, but it looks very tasty. So I will have this and see you in a bit. Oh my goodness, I'm having so much trouble with the lighting in my house for this video, for the filming and stuff. It's I think this is the best I can get it. It's been blowing out like different corners and like kind of overexposing little areas. Anyway, you don't need to know that, do you? You do not need to know that. Right, I have my cup of tea. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm up to 20 notebooks, and I think I'm going to have time to put another couple on. I'd love to get to the 25 and hit my target today, but I have got until the end of the week, so there's no point in having some sort of mad rush to do it. More importantly, when I've finished filming this, I'm going to obviously finish my cup of tea and I'm going to head out for a walk. I think just a very quick one because it looks like it's going to rain. I think just, I don't know, 20 minutes, something just to get myself moving because I've been sat at that computer for most of the day. But having said that, I'm obviously quite new to KDP Publishing and stuff, and I've really enjoyed the process so far. You can kind of get into a bit of a groove with it, which is fantastic, and I'm really proud of the notebooks that I'm coming up with, so that's really good. And yeah, I mean, I would love to have another little passive income stream, especially one that could bring me, I don't know, £100 or more a month. That would be fantastic. That's the aim anyway. Actually, target number 1 is to get to £10 a month, and then I think we'll take it from there. So what I want to do is add 25 new notebooks every week until the end of the year, which will get me to, I think I worked out about 300. Take stock. That's what I did with Redbubble, is I put a load of designs up, kind of waited a bit, saw what happened, and then kind of from that worked out roughly what was working and created more designs like the ones that were selling and stuff. And Redbubble is one of my little streams of income that, like, it's not making me loads of money, but I'm on track to earn about £1,000, not a month, a year in passive income from it. And it's just, you know, that's nice. That pays for a holiday, or it can be invested. Like, there's just different things that I can do with that, and it's really cool because it's great when you get a sale and you don't have to do anything compared to eBay where you have to go and, you know, pick and pack and post and stuff. I really like it. Anyway, I won't go on about stuff like that too much in this video. I will save that for future videos, especially if you hear me saying KDP and Redbubble and you're thinking, what on earth is she talking about? All will be explained and revealed properly in future videos. I think I'm actually going to stop filming here because I have enough footage to just dip my toe back in the water of editing, just do some simple trimmings and getting rid of the ums and the ahs and things like that. I don't know what I'm going to do next time. It might be another vlog next week about nothing in particular, just kind of take you through my day, or I might have come up with a subject or a topic or a theme or something for the video. I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know what's going to happen, what is going to become of this channel. What I did think about earlier in the day is that I do have my old YouTube channel that used to have the eBay reselling stuff on and a few money based things, so perhaps I could do a split and the business and money related stuff I pop back on that old channel, and the lifestyle things maybe stay on this channel. I don't know, we will see. But if you've stopped by to see me and you've hung out with me for however long this video ends up being, thank you so much. It's lovely to see you again, and I'll be back again next week.